Good morning and welcome to a special program designed to dissect all that has happened regarding the 2023 elections in Nigeria. It is Nigeria Decides. My name is Ego Sagbalao. Also have with me a co-presenter today, Daniel Proyce.
Good morning.
Good morning and happy new month
to
our viewer and of course to Nigerians. We also understand, we are aware that Nigerians who reside overseas, Nigerians in the diaspora, also watch independent television, Nigeria Decides. So, happy new month to you in the diaspora. Nigerians in the diaspora have had very keen interest in the goings-on in Nigeria. They've had and they've shown avid interest in the electoral process, the politicking that culminated into the elections held on the 25th of February, the presidential and National Assembly election. Though the Electoral Act does not permit citizens who reside abroad, who reside overseas, to vote, that may happen one day. Now, we are looking at the 2023 election and matters arising, and of course, you are aware that 4 a.m. Nigerian time, INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, announced APC presidential candidate and former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as the president-elect of Nigeria. He polled 8,794.726 votes to defeat Atiku Abubakar, who scored 6,984.520 votes, who finished second, and Peter Obi, who got, millions.
Those figures, I was just waiting for you to...
APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu scored 8 million. Please, let's put it in proper perspective. 8,794.726 votes to defeat Atiku Abubakar, who scored 6,984,520,000 votes. And Peter Obi, who got 6,101,533 votes. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with the highest votes and most votes in the states in the country, was announced winner. Are you surprised?
Well, I'm not surprised, actually. Before the election, like a week to the election, we had a serious discussion with some of my colleagues, and I told them this. I'm very sure they will still remember. I told them, I said, you can't take politics away from Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yeah.
This man has been on ground for a while now. You know, taking it back, history, he has been part of the struggle that has brought in some precedent. In fact, he specifically said he single-handedly assisted the current or the outgoing president now to get to Aso Rock. So you won't take that away from a man who had the guts, had the courage to speak on national television and say he actually assisted Buhari to win his election. So taking it back to his win, we shouldn't expect anything less from him. It's a contest. You either win or you lose. I like what the president said, that if you actually have any grievances against the result announced, you have a better way to redress that. Go to the court instead of going to the street. I think that's the angle we should pick it from, because at this point, as at yesterday, we have some groups coming together and saying INEC chairman should step down, and they try to halt the coalition process. But however, the president has said that if you have a different view, you should go to the court. Now let's come back to the elections. You won't take it away too from the second winner. or the person who came second, Atiku Abubakar. Waziri has been on ground too. He's been a vice president of this country. He's a serious stakeholder in the PDP. And he's a man that has been on the race for a while now. So clinching 12 states, if you look at the breakdown, they all got 12 states. It's just that there must be a winner. You won't take it away from Atiku Abubakar, who actually came second on the race. And if you look at the whole intrigues that trailed their party, for him to still come second, I think the PDP did well. They did well from my analysis.
Yes.
They did well because it's like PDP contesting against PDP. That was what really happened in that case. If you look at it very well, Peter Obi is an extract from PDP. He was one-time vice presidential candidate of the PDP and now presidential candidate of the Labour Party. Of course, Kwankwaso has been in the PDP too for a while. He was a two-time governor. He was Minister of Defense. So this is a man too that has been on the ground and has been a serious stakeholder in PDP. And that was why I wasn't surprised when he actually won Kano. I've been to Kano for some time. When he was governor of Kano State, I think I visited that state. The man is loved by Kanolites. They love him. So if he wins Kano State, we shouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Now, coming back to Peter Obi of the Labour Party, I think we need to give it to him too, for the fact that they just came from nowhere and actually came on the spotlight and became the bride of all in this race. We must also congratulate them. Like I said, it's either a win or a lose. You can't win all the time.
Okay.
So APC has taken the day. So congratulations to the president-elect.
Okay. Now, don't forget, whenever you hear the word or the phrase, "it's my turn," then you remember Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the presidential candidate of the APC, now president-elect of Nigeria. So let me just give you the results again. Bola Tinubu was announced winner of the election, 2023 general election, presidential election, by INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, 4 a.m. today at the National Collation Center in Abuja. Bola Ahmed Tinubu polled 8,794,726 votes to defeat Atiku Abubakar of the PDP, who scored 6,984,520 votes. And of course, Peter Obi of the Labour Party polled 6,101,533 votes. Now, let me just give you a scenario. For Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he was former governor of Lagos State, and of course, a chieftain of the APC, a national leader of the APC for years, until his interest to contest for president and his primary election was hot. And then that phrase emerged, "it's my turn." And now it is his turn. He's now president-elect. For Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of Nigeria under Olusegun Obasanjo, this is the sixth time that Atiku Abubakar will be trying his luck to be Nigeria's president. The sixth time Atiku Abubakar has made attempts to become president of Nigeria. Well, he finished in the second position. But we must commend Peter Obi of the Labour Party, who within 1 year indicated interest to become president of Nigeria and was able to turn the politicking in Nigeria around. He became so popular that his interest, his desire to become president of Nigeria attracted international interest. If you observe the international observers from different countries, from the EU, international media organizations, the BBC and others, they were all interested in Nigeria's election because they believe that there was a third force. And that third force has changed the scenario, has changed the politicking, has changed everything that has to do with campaigns for the 25th of February Presidential National Assembly election. Well, before we continue our discussion, let's just allow you to watch what transpired 4 a.m. today at the National Collation Center in Abuja, the announcement of Ahmed Bola Tinubu as president-elect of Nigeria by INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu.
Tinubu Bola Ahmed of the APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Thank you. So all that remains for us is to thank you.
Okay, just a brief one there for you to hear how the announcement was made. Okay, Daniel Praise. Now, we've seen, we must talk about this man. He's now a phenomenon. Peter Obi, he was able to change the face of the election.
You know, it got to a point where Nigerians, mostly the youths, they felt they needed change in governance. They felt they needed a difference in what we've been having before in our political space. And I'm very sure that was the reason why they threw their weight behind Peter Obi, the candidate of the Labour Party. You know, to an extent, if we want to start breaking it down, Mr. Echoes, if we want to start breaking it down now, if you look at it critically, INEC too, I think we should also look at the role INEC played before we start x-raying the candidacy of Peter Obi. INEC promised Nigerians that the beavers was going to work, that the beavers will be used all through the elections. You know, I saw a video, I don't know if we can still play that, where the INEC chairman was assuring Nigerians that the beavers has come to stay. But we don't really know what really happened along the line. I think there are questions that need to be answered. Now, yes, there are questions, seriously, that need to be answered. In the polling, some of the polling units where I had the privilege of scanning through before I returned back to the office on election day, they couldn't upload the results of those polling units. If not that some of us had to intervene, those INEC staff, the ad hoc staff, would have been dealt with by those guys. And now, you know, youth to an extent, they felt, we want to take this country back. Well, I like what the youth did, and whether we like it or not, we have youth spread across all the political parties. We have youth supporting the APC, we have youth supporting the PDP, of course we have youth on the side of the Labour Party. Coming back to your question, the person of Peter Obi, well, he did well. He did well. For me, I feel there's no point going to the court. We don't need this now. Like you said, he tried it for the first time and came third. And look at the number he had. In fact, it's so encouraging for someone who is actually putting up a fight for the first time and to pull this number. In fact, there's the difference between him and someone who has been running for 6 years, 6 times, I think is just a little different. They are both within the same figure. You know, pulling 6 million plus in the whole contest is something to congratulate him for, but let's just go back. Everyone should go back to the drawing board. There's still another 4 years.
And I think that gives credence to the fact that before now, when you talk about elections, you just talk about 2 dominant political parties. The ruling party, the APC, and the major opposition party, the PDP. But this time around, we had 18 political parties, but 4 outstanding political parties.
Including the NNPP.
Including the NNPP of Kwankwaso.
Yeah.
But within the 4, 3 were actually the most dominant. The APC, the PDP, and the Labour Party. And the popularity of the Labour Party, the way Peter Obi actually made Labour Party popular. Don't forget that before now, Labour Party produced a governor of Ondo State, Mimiko, who later defected and left Labour Party. Because Labour Party was not really a force to reckon with. Though Mimiko was able to win Ondo on the platform of Labour Party.
But that's because they gave him their support because of his personality, not because of the party.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Now, but looking at Labour Party with what Peter Obi has done, Labour Party is now a political party to reckon with in Nigeria.
A senior person of the APC in Kaduna, we spoke on phone. In fact, he's a two-time local government chairman of one of the local governments in Kaduna South. He told me something on phone. He said, Daniel, Labour Party will soon become the major opposition party in Nigeria. That was what he told me. We spoke on phone, and he said, no. With what Labour Party is of the APC, and it's not even ready. I was just trying to tease him. Doesn't think it's time for you to change party? He said, no, he's not changing his political party. However, we must give it to the Labour Party that very soon they will become the major opposition. Now, if you look at it, we have people going to the Senate. We have people getting the House of Assembly ticket.
House of
Representative ticket for free. The reason why I say it for free, let's take it back to 2014. When the cry for change came, when people were clamoring for change, people were tired of the Goodluck Jonathan's administration, and they felt there's need for someone else to come and have a feel of what it takes to rule the country. Muhammadu Buhari came on board. Every other persons, to an extent, that weren't prepared for governance. There were people who were not even prepared for politics, but they just gave them the ticket. And they got it on the platter of gold. Why? Because at the top, there's a clamor for change. And whoever aligned him or herself that period, to an extent, got the ticket. That's the same thing that played out now. Some of these candidates that actually won on the platform of Labour Party, can I shock you? They were not ready. Some of them just said, let's just try it. Some only just came there to occupy space.
No, I disagree.
To an extent. Some of them didn't believe that they were going to get it.
Daniel Praise, I disagree with you on that.
I say some of them. I didn't say all.
Yes, I disagree with you on that.
Okay, let's take it back. I'm not trying to prove a point.
No,
do you know that some of them didn't really campaign? Some of them didn't really campaign that much.
Let me interject. I know the point you're trying to make.
Okay.
Now, maybe we put it this way. What you are trying to say, if I'm right, is that some candidates, not that they don't have interest to serve, they have interest to serve, but they are not popular. They won using the popularity of Peter Obi.
That's what I think you are now, is what I'm saying. You are trying to...
But when you put it, many people may misunderstand what they are trying to say.
They will not. They will not. They will not. To an extent, some of them didn't really know that they were going to get these tickets. Even when they were announced winner, they were surprised. Are you getting it? I'm speaking from the angle of fact. To an extent, some of them didn't really put in finance in this election because they just felt, well, we are in Labour Party. Okay. Let's just see how it plays out. But congratulations to everyone who actually got the ticket. Like you said, Labour Party has become a force. Let's see what happens after these 4 years. Tinubu has come to stay.
Daniel Praise, I think what Labour Party should do now, because already, before the election, Labour Party was accused of not having structure.
Of course.
That was the clamor. Labour Party doesn't have structure. Labour Party doesn't have structure. So it is good that all Labour Party members should accept the result, should accept the outcome of this 2023 general elections in good faith. They must be patriotic citizens. They should accept the result in good faith and build on the success they've achieved. They should build on it. The party should build on it, and while they build on it, then the issue of structure will become evident in every state. So they should build on the success achieved this time around. And again, I still need to emphasize what I said earlier. Many candidates were not known in Labour Party. But they've had ambition. They've had political ambition. They want to serve. And probably they never had the opportunity to get candidate, to get ticket to contest in the major political parties, the APC and PDP. And so they want to serve. They went to Labour Party. And because of the popularity of Peter Obi, some candidates won National Assembly elections. So we're going to have senators from the Labour Party. We're going to have members of the House of Representatives from Labour Party. That is a good one, a good development. But let's come to Edo State.
Okay.
Labour Party dominated Edo State in this just concluded elections. They emerged number one. They won.
And do you know that to an extent?
They won with the highest votes recorded. Labour Party polled the highest votes in the just concluded election in Edo State, where you have the APC, where you have the PDP. So that is the reason I said that the success achieved by Labour Party, nobody should protest. This must be stressed. Nobody should protest. Nobody should create chaos. It is, you have rights, but look at the bigger picture. Just be a patriotic citizen. Do everything you can to make Nigeria peaceful, to make Nigeria a great nation. Because when you protest, hoodlums, most times they take advantage of protest, they hijack protest, and it becomes wanton destruction. We don't want that. But rather, the different political parties should go back to the drawing board, look at the success achieved, look at the flaws. Even INEC, we're going to discuss that extensively.
Very important.
INEC must also go to the drawing board and look at the setbacks, look at the hiccups encountered during the conduct of the election and see how they can correct it in future elections. We can't go back. We can only move forward. Every nation that wants to achieve development must think of how to move forward. So, looking at the success of Labour Party again, the members of Labour Party should accept the outcome of the election in good faith and build on the success of what they've achieved. Then, we'll now be having dominant political parties, the PDP, the APC. You now mentioned Labour Party. That's a good
And the reason why they said they don't have structure was because they don't have representatives at the Harlow Chamber, you know. But to an extent, they've produced candidates at this platform. So at this note, I think what they should do now is to go back and strengthen the structure that has been established during this election. Whether you like it or not, so many persons got the forms. So many people became members automatically. There was a time when they said the Labour Party doesn't have structures. Youths started getting themselves registered as Labour Party members in the political party. So we really need to look at it from that angle. Like you said, if we're talking about major parties now in the country, there's no way you will not mention Labour Party. And I think other political parties should look at it from that angle. We have so many political parties who actually did well in the election. It's just that, like I said from the onset, we must have a winner. Somebody needs to emerge winner, irrespective of the differences we had, the setbacks we had during the election. Somebody have to be announced winner. So congratulations once more to Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
It's my turn. Like I said, whenever you hear that phrase, it's my turn, then your mind will flash back to the former governor of Lagos State, Bola Tinubu. That phrase, it's my turn, might just find its way into the dictionary. Okay, we're going to take a break now. And when we come back, we're looking at matters arising. We're looking at the 2023 election. I must tell you, the man with the phrase, "It's my turn," is now the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Congratulations to the APC. Congratulations to the PDP. It was a good fight. congratulations to Labour Party. Peter Obi, within 1 year, was able to change the politicking in Nigeria around. And now, Labour Party is a force to reckon with. So, congratulations to all the gladiators. You have all done well. So we'll take a break. Okay, nice to have you back. Like I said, after the break, we will be concluding our discussion. I started with Daniel Praise. Daniel Praise, you are back.
Yes, of course. Well, you had a robust time with our guests. Tomorrow is going to be another time on the program Nigerian Decides. But however, shun any form of protest, shun any form of violence. All right, let's just, if you have any other way to express your grievances against the result, there are better ways. The court is there. I think we should use the appropriate quarters to address our various grievances.
Okay, that's the show. Nigeria Decides, and I hope that you've enjoyed our discussion. My name is Ego Sagbola. Bye-bye.